So, because it was a bald tyre that caused the accident, the inspector has now demanded that we do a blitz on... a blitz on roadworthiness, concentrating on light commercial vehicles and anything carrying a load, you know, like trailers and...
Someone hasn't been getting their beauty sleep, boss?
Some of us don't need it, James.
Yeah, for some of us, no amount of beauty sleep
I
could help.
heard that, Harry.
Not waiting up for the kids after the school dance by any chance?
Sam and Daniel are very responsible young adults.
How late were they?
12:30?
I thought you said the dance finished at 11:30.
Yeah, well, the band played a few encores, apparently.
Oh, yeah, I used to tell that one to my parents. They fell for it too.
Thank you, Jones.
You ready, Joe? For our driving lesson, you didn't forget.
No, of course not. I said to drop in before school. That's okay, isn't it, boss?
Yeah, sooner you than me. Go right ahead.
Wimp.
Listen, you. I taught both my daughters to drive. It was enough for one lifetime.
Joe, I've just had Adele Baxter on the phone.
Mum, what does she want?
Looks like your mum's shop was broken into last night. PJ is waiting for you.
Sorry, Sam. Do you want to make it lunchtime instead? Sorry.
1 month. That's all we've been open, and now this.
Right. So what do they take?
Mobile phones, answering machines, couple of laptops, about $15,000 worth. 7 or 8 grand on the black market.
And you are?
Lachlan O'Donnell. I'm Adele's business partner.
Right, so, how did they get in?
Oh, back here. Up there. The skylight.
What, no alarm?
They're coming to fit one next week. It's just our bad luck, eh?
Not so sure about that.
Oh, come on, Adele.
No, Lachlan. Whoever did it knew exactly where to get in. And about the alarm.
I think you're jumping to conclusions.
You're not talking about Sam, are you?
She's helped out in the shop a couple of times. Well, who else could it have been?
So what's this all about, anyway? I thought I was just going for a driving lesson.
I'll only take a moment, Sam. As you know, your mum's new business was broken into last night, and well, it's come to our attention that you helped out there last week.
Yeah, right. So naturally you jumped to the conclusion that it was me.
Was it?
Of course not. What was taken anyway?
About 15 grand's worth of stuff, mobile phones, laptops.
No, don't seem to have any of that.
Come on, Sam, this is serious.
Well, Tom knows where I was last night.
The school dance, yeah, but you got home an hour after it finished.
Word travels fast. The band played 3 encores and we came straight home after that. If you don't believe me, ask Daniel. We were together the whole time.
Sure you didn't word up one of your boyfriends?
I don't have those kinds of boyfriends anymore.
Sorry, Sam. We just had to ask. That's all.
No, you didn't. My mother. She put you up to this, didn't she? Or was it that Lachlan guy?
Lachlan had nothing to do with this.
Great. Thanks, Mum.
Sam, I know things have been difficult between you and your mum, but if you let stuff like this upset you...
I'm not upset. I couldn't care less. So we're going on that driving lesson or not?
Okay, check your mirrors and put it into drive. Yeah, okay, it's good. A little fast, but good. Now just watch your speed a little bit there. Now we're going to take a left turn up here, so if you just put... Yeah. Sam, I meant it... Slow down. Pull over. Great. Never again, Sam.
Chill, Joe.
Yeah, what the hell did you think you were doing?
Just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, well, it's not fun, Sam. Ben could still give you a penalty notice.
And not just you.
No. What?
You could have copped one too.
With me?
You're supposed to be in charge of the vehicle.
Yeah, did it look like I was in charge
That's
to
not
you?
the point.
All right, I'm sorry you have
We'll
no.
need a copy of our report for your insurance company. It's back already.
Hey, what do you mean by telling the cops it was me?
I have nothing to say to you,
I'm supposed
Sam.
to be your daughter, or not that it's ever mattered to you. Everything that goes wrong in your life, I get the
just
blame.
take it easier.
Dad buggers off, it's my fault.
Look, I'll come back later.
Yeah, that's right. Just run off like you always have, bitch. I know. Shouldn't let her get to me.
Listen, we will get this sorted out.
You know what? don't care anymore.
Your mother loves you, of that I am certain.
She doesn't give us stuff, and she never has.
Just because people don't do exactly as we'd like them to, it doesn't mean
Tom,
they don't care.
I know, it's okay. I don't need her. Oh, look, I better go. I've got double mouths.
Look, this is the second time in 3 days. I can't afford
It's
this.
an adjustment thing. You settle down.
What, his watch is still on Queensland time, is it?
G'day, Chrissy.
Oh, Joe, look, I'm sorry, the lunches aren't ready yet. I've had a sudden influx and someone has let me down.
That's all right. I'll jump behind the bar and help out myself, but they tend to frown on it while I'm in the giggle suit.
Where have you been, Mike?
What?
Chris has been waiting for you for half an hour.
Yeah, well, that's between me and her.
Like hell it is. I'm not having you let people down like this.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not running my life anymore.
Don't! You not wait for me.
Hey, that'll do. Now listen, if you want to keep your job, get behind this bar and start serving now.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Honestly, some people, he asked me to give his brother a job and then he roughs him up in my bar. I'll see how Vinny's going with the lunches.
Yeah.
Restocking.
Got to keep the shop open. Insurance will cover it.
Could we have a bit of a chat?
How about the burglary?
About Sam.
That subject's closed, I'm sorry.
Sam was at the school dance when your place was burgled. She couldn't be involved.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What have I done?
Adele, I thought you were going to wait for me to unload the stock.
Oh, Sam didn't do it, Lachlan. Robbed the shop.
What did I tell you, hey?
I should have listened to you.
I think you and Sam need to talk. Quiet dinner, maybe.
Well, she'll have to accept that Lachlan's part of my life now.
No, the sergeant's right, love. If you're honest, you know, you're not going to be happy with any future that doesn't include Sam. And, well, if you're not happy, neither am I.
All right. I'll try.
Good. How about tonight? The Imperial.
How'd you go?
I'm making headway.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, right. Well, I might have another suspect for the burg.
Yeah?
The boyfriend's kid brother, Mike. He's just blown in from Queensland and they don't get along. Almost came to blows in the pub.
Here we go. He's got form in Queensland, trafficking cannabis and burglary.
So where was he last night?
I was at the movies in St David's.
Anyone go with you?
No, I went on my own.
What was playing?
Look, what is all this about? Why all the questions?
Your brother's new business was burgled last night.
Certainly explains Lockie's mood this morning.
What did you see at the movies?
The new Cameron Diaz one. Hang on, you don't think I did this?
I don't know, Mike. Did you?
We think the burg was done by someone with inside knowledge.
Well, it rules me out. I haven't been near the place.
Well, you turned over a new leaf, have you?
You know about that? Of course you do. All right, there was a bit of strife in Queensland.
Nice to have a brother who can help you make a fresh start.
We lost my mum and dad when I was little. Lockie raised me from a kid. Do you really think I'm going to rip him off?
PJ, it's Mount Thomas High returning your call.
Ah, tough. Hashem? Oh, yeah, g'day. Look, it's about last night's dance.
Oh, he's a smoothie, all right?
Yes, but is Sam in the clear?
Reckons he was at the movies.
Yeah, you're fine.
Right, last night's dance finished more or less right on time.
What about the band encores?
There weren't any. She made it up.
I knew it.
Last kids left about 11:45.
So Sam did have a window of opportunity to do the burg.
Wants to bring her in?
And undo everything I've been trying to achieve, no,
I
thank
know,
you.
but if she's lying...
If she's lying, then Daniel's lying too. Let's talk to him first.
Yeah, she was with me the whole time.
Is there anyone else who can back up your story?
No.
And you came straight home afterwards, right?
Yeah, well, it was getting late. I knew he'd be waiting up, so...
Like, what were you doing?
Well, we're at the rotunda.
You and Sam?
Well, yeah. There's something wrong with that.
Daniel, you wouldn't be trying to cover for Sam, would you?
No way. Look, I've got footy practice.
Yeah, all right, off you go. Well, he's not going anywhere.
The rotunda? How long's that been going on?
First I've heard of it.
Do you reckon he's a type?
She could do a lot worse.
No, I'm not saying she couldn't. It's just... you
Look, her alibi holds up, so let's just concentrate on finding out who did do the burg, shall we? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dinner date.
Oh, yeah, me too. I've got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, get a load of this. Let me guess, a date with a certain lady doctor?
Yeah, something like that.
Very nice, isn't it, Joe?
Oh, shirt's a bit over the top, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm late. Sorry, Patrick. Nice shirt.
Thanks.
Hello.
Oh, hey. You gonna join us for tea?
No, actually, we've got a dinner reservation.
Yes, we eat at, Oh, French is worse than English.
Bon vivant. You're eating at the Bon Vivant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figo?
Okay.
Figo?
Listen, I'll take you out and buy you a kebab later if you're interested.
Oh, thank you.
This is a waste of time. I've got nothing to say to her.
Well, I think she's got something to say to you. The least you can do is listen.
I'm here, aren't I?
Why don't you go in? I'll get us something to drink.
Oh, no. We go together or not at all?
All right. What do you want?
Lemonade.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I thought you were going out with that Callum guy.
Yeah?
So what's this about you and Daniel at the Rotunda?
Oh, Callum and I are over.
Oh, I thought he was this really cool guy.
Nah.
Oh, that's what you told me.
Yeah, well, now I know different. He listens to country and western.
Ah.
Oh, ready?
Yes, I'll ever be.
Come on. Courage.
Okay, say what you have to.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry for accusing you. I should have spoken to you before pointing the finger.
Yeah, would have been nice.
It's just... There's been so much mistrust between us. And it's sometimes hard for me to remember how much you've changed.
You've noticed?
Well, yes, I've noticed. And I'm proud of what you've managed to achieve. So if I slip up from time to time, I'll have to ask you to forgive me.
How's everything going? Having a good chat?
Hey, what's he doing here?
Well, Lachlan's my partner. Of course he's going to be with me.
Oh, and we're going to play Happy Families, isn't that
I'm
nice?
not trying to replace your father, Sam. I
Oh,
couldn't do
look,
that.
cut out.
Don't speak to Lachlan like that.
Why the hell not?
Calm down.
Because he deserves a bit of respect.
He's using you, Mum.
You apologise?
No way.
Apologise now.
Get stuff.
That's all right. I'll go. Hey. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, Tom. This was a bad idea.
Do you think you're being fair to your mother?
We were here to make up. Why did she have to bring him along?
Lachlan's her partner, Nat. You're going to have to learn to accept that fact.
She'll end up with nothing.
What makes you so sure?
That little milk bar may not have been much, but it was hers. Now she owns half a shop with him. What's she going to have when he buggers off?
Perhaps that won't happen.
Yes, it will. She's got hopeless taste in guys.
Oh, Sam. Look, you were hurt because your mother didn't trust you. Now you're doing exactly the same thing to her. Don't you think she's entitled to a little happiness? Eh?
You're good.
He's down here.
Well, did you see what happened?
I heard it. I was in my kitchen and there was this loud engine noise and then bang.
Did you see the car?
It's long gone, I'm sorry.
What, 10, 15 minutes ago?
Oh no. About 2 o'clock this morning.
Didn't you look?
I did, but it's dark, you see. But look, I think this is his car. It's been here all night.
Yeah, all right. Go and call the ambulance when you arrives.
Oh, look, you should have talked to me beforehand.
I didn't help you.
Oh, you just shouldn't have done that.
Mum, the cops.
Okay?
What's up? I'm afraid I've got some bad news about Mr. O'Donnell.
Bad news.
He's at the hospital. He was involved in a road accident in the laneway behind Crimea Street.
Oh, God. Mum, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Is he badly hurt?
The doctors are still trying to determine the extent of his injuries.
Mum's always saying how he drives too fast.
He was on foot. The car that hit him didn't stop.
Any idea what Mr. O'Donnell was doing there?
He's got an empty house in Crimea Street. It's an investment property.
Why would he go there at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Because we had a row and he said he wanted to get out of my way.
You were staying at your mum's last night, were you?
Yeah, seemed like a good idea at the time.
We can take you down to the hospital if you'd like.
Oh, Mum will be all right to drive, won't you, Mum?
It's no trouble.
No, really, it's fine, really.
People react to shock in different ways.
It looked strange to me.
Adele and Sam were definitely having some kind of argument when we got there.
Yes, all right, but how did they react when you gave them the news?
Adele burst into tears.
Which sounds pretty normal to me.
Yeah, but Sam was jumpy and she wouldn't let Adele get a word in edgeways. I reckon there's something she doesn't want her to say.
How'd you go with the door knock?
All the other neighbours were tucked up safe and sound in bed.
Right, we're looking for a vehicle with a long wheelbase, a van or a light truck, probably white. There was a scrape of white paint on the fences.
When I went to see Adele yesterday, she was unloading stock from a white van.
Been to the phone shop, no Sam, no Adele, no white van.
What about the hospital?
First place we tried, they haven't turned up there.
All right, received that.
I mean, how many white vans and trucks would there be in Mount Thomas?
There'd be dozens. Dozens.
Come on, you don't like the coincidence any more than I do.
Hey.
It's Callum, what's his name? The guy who isn't her boyfriend. Sam. Callum, is it?
Yeah.
I thought you two weren't seeing each other anymore.
Oh, we got back together again? You know how it is.
We're looking for your mum.
The last I knew, she was off to the hospital.
Well, she didn't make it.
I got a split.
Hang about. Take a seat.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she had some deliveries or something.
Sam, Tom said that you spent last night at your mum's.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you go out?
No! Look, what is this about?
The car that hit Lachlan O'Donnell could have been a white van like your mother's.
Oh, and what are the odds, eh?
Not very good. That's why we want to talk to her.
Hang on, what are you saying? That my mum knocked over her own boyfriend?
Well, actually, you're the one with the problem with it.
I don't even have a driver's license.
It's never stopped you before.
Thanks, friend.
Look, we have to get to the bottom of this, Sam.
Callum, what do you know about this?
Don't look at me. We're just having coffee.
All right, Sam, when you do see your mum, tell her to pop by the station with a white van.
Why would Sam run him down? She and Lachlan had worked things out.
Yeah, but as soon as they got home, they were at it again.
I simply don't believe she's capable of a thing like this.
You went in the car the other day. She does drive like a maniac.
That doesn't mean she's going to go out and deliberately run somebody down.
We need to find the van, then we'll know.
General broadcast is out.
What about other suspects? This brother? And didn't you say they had a bit of a barney at the pub the other day?
No, we've spoken to him, and he drives a blue Nissan. We've checked.
I think we should speak to him again.
Yeah, well, we've been trying. We can't find him.
Then talk to Chris Riley. Find out what time his shift starts.
It started 3/4 of an hour ago.
But we've checked at his flat. He's not there. You haven't got any other ideas?
Try his brother.
That's the problem, actually.
I'm sorry, Chris. My car broke down and...
More excuses.
Look, it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Mr. O'Donnell. What's up? Well, there's been an accident. Your brother was injured.
Oh, my God, Lockie.
Is he? He's in hospital. We've been trying to contact you.
Where have you been this morning?
Lake Widgery? I work afternoons and evenings. I spend my mornings exploring the district. Look, I've got to go.
Yeah, go on.
Hey, hang about. When was the last time you saw your brother?
Last night, here in the pub. He left with Adele and her daughter.
There must be no disturbance of patients.
Where is he? Can I see him now?
You are family?
Hang on, mate. Look.
Is too sick, family only.
Hey, look, did you think that's the only reason I came here for information?
You think I come down in last rain?
How is Mr. O'Donnell?
Constable Parrish, on the other hand, is all business.
Arm broken, much bruising and injury to head.
It would really help if I could talk to him. Tatiana, have I told you how much I enjoyed dinner last night?
Oh, thank you. I enjoy too.
And how much I'm really looking forward to our next dinner?
All right, PJ, you can talk, but a little time only.
Yeah, wait a minute.
No, all I remember is getting out of my car.
So you've got no idea what hit you?
No, it happened too quickly.
Nothing at all. Type of vehicle, model, colour?
No. Well, yeah, I heard it. I remember that, the roar of the engine, but that's all.
So, what were you doing in Crimea Street at 2 in the morning?
I was going to DOS there, what?
Just filling in the background. So you're absolutely certain you can't help us with a vehicle that ran you down?
No, I told you.
You've got no shame. Have I told you how much I enjoyed dinner last night?
It got us in the room, didn't it?
So things are going well between you two, are they?
Yeah, I suppose so. What?
No, just wondering. One mate to another. We are still mates, aren't we?
Absolutely, always will be. Well, look, Tatiana and I mean, we get along fine, enjoy each other's company, no strings attached.
Oh, that's what you want, is it?
Why not?
Echo Sediment Thomas 509.
509 receiving.
We've had a sighting of your white Mitsubishi van.
Quick, down this way, over here!
That to us 509, code 5 to the last.
Receive that 509.
She's gassed herself, Joe.
Adele.
I'm sure she's going to be all right. We found her in the nick of time.
Did she give any hint she was thinking about doing something like this?
No.
So would you have any idea why she did it?
Sam, you sure about that?
Yeah.
Not even a theory? Your mum tries to commit suicide and you can't think of any reason why?
No. Can I go now?
Not yet. What were you two arguing about when we came to the shop this morning?
We weren't arguing.
Yeah, we heard you, Sam.
You must have got it wrong.
PJ?
Yeah. Excuse me.
We've been over that van top to bottom. Can't find any damage.
You sure?
Well, forensics are coming out to have a look at it, of course, but if it's been repaired, it's a top-notch job.
Right. Thanks. Right. Sam, you're free to go.
I can come and pick you up from the hospital later on if you like.
I won't be at the hospital.
Sam,
I'll be at home, the rectory.
listen, this suicide attempt, it wasn't your fault.
I don't give a stuff. The stupid bitch can cark it for all I care.
Sam has every right to be angry. The mother's just tried to commit suicide.
Yeah, but why? I mean, that's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, so would I. You two seriously can't believe that Sam's involved in any of this.
I don't know what to believe anymore. She's not being up front with us.
Yes, all right, but you're overlooking one thing. The van wasn't damaged.
Well, there is such a thing as a panel beater.
Yeah, what time was the hit and run?
Oh, I don't know. Around 2 a.m.
Doesn't give her much time to get repairs done.
Thank you.
All right. I'll ring round the panel shops. Spoke to the 2 body shops in Mount Thomas, 6 in St David's.
All right, what about the bloke in Widgery?
Yeah, we got onto him too. None of them have repaired a white van in the last 24 hours.
So, Sam's in the clear then.
Looks like it.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, just a second. Tatiana, for you.
We do a blood test. Also, she take pills.
Pills?
To sleep, yes.
Is she going to recover?
Maybe yes, maybe no.
Thanks, Tatiana. I'll be in touch.
She really wanted to make sure, didn't she?
This was no suicide attempt, Joe. Someone tried to bump her off.
And just how did you arrive at that astonishing conclusion?
Well, Adele wasn't depressed. She didn't have any trouble sleeping. In fact, Lachlan said he'd never known her to take pills of any kind.
Except for birth control. That was a doctor. Her last visit was about 6 months ago, when she asked to go on the pill.
Well, about the same time she hooked up with Lachlan.
That doesn't mean that someone's got to it. Besides, she could have got the pills, the sleeping pills, anywhere.
And where's the empty bottle?
Sorry?
Did you find an empty bottle in the van?
No.
Then where is it?
She could have taken the pills before she left home.
Hey, the rest stop is 20 minutes out of town. She would have been unconscious by the time she got there.
Unless she took the pills out of the bottle and put them in a pocket.
Why would she do that?
So somebody else may have been involved.
I don't see any other explanation.
Yes, hold on 1 second. Boss, it's for you, Mount Thomas High.
Tom Gruden. No, I'm the boy's stepfather. His mother's on a retreat this week. How can I help you?
I didn't tell the whole truth about the other night. I'm at the Rotunda.
You mean you weren't there?
Oh, no, he was there all right. Go on, Daniel.
Well, some guy got some grog. So we went drinking down there after the dance.
One of the parents spotted them and reported to the school. Daniel was sent home. That's how I found out.
Didn't you realise he'd been drinking?
Well, I only had a taste. I don't really like this stuff much. And I chewed some peppermints.
And Sam?
Well, she wasn't with us. Not at the beginning, anyway.
What do you mean?
Well, she got there about an hour after we'd been there. Tried to drag me away, saying if I didn't go home with her, I'd be in real trouble.
And where was she before that?
I don't know. We split up once we left the dance.
You don't know where she went?
Oh, she could have been with that Callum guy.
He was at the dance, was he?
No, it was only for Mount Thomas High students.
Doesn't he go to Mount Thomas High?
He used to, but he left last year. He's doing an apprenticeship now. Panel beating or something.
Callum, have you done Sam Baxter a favour recently?
What sort of a favour?
Just answer the question, son.
I'm not answering anything till I know what this is all about.
Did Sam get you to repair a damaged panel on her mum's van this morning?
Yeah, sure, and the boss didn't happen to notice?
The boss didn't notice because he wasn't there. You did it in the early hours.
You got the keys to the place. We checked.
You spoken to my boss about this? I could lose my job.
Well, it's better than being charged with perverting the course of justice.
Look, all I did was some hammering out and a paint job.
Right, so you did repair the van?
Okay, Sam asked me to fix it. It was a big dent.
Did she say what caused it?
No, I asked her where the blood came from, and she said she had a dog.
Blood?
Yeah, on the front.
That what he says?
You saying he's lying?
No.
Why did the van need repairing, Sam?
Because it had a bingle. Why do you think?
What sort of bingle?
The usual.
Does that cover the sort you get from running someone over?
Sam, did you run down Lachlan?
That what you think, is it?
None of us want to think it, but you're not leaving us with much alternative.
Is it true?
No.
Then please help us out. Tell us what's going on.
I was driving the van and I ran it into a gate post.
Where were you going?
Nowhere. I was getting in some driving practice to impress my teacher.
Why didn't you tell anybody about this?
Why do you think? No licence. And I didn't want Mum to find out. Satisfied?
And the blood?
Blood?
Callum told us about the blood on the front of the van from hitting Lachlan.
Believe what you want.
What did your mum believe?
What are you talking about?
She believed that you deliberately ran over Lachlan, didn't she?
No.
Is that why she ended up in the van full of pills?
Pills?
Pills someone fed her. You got a record for using drugs? You know where to get them.
Hang on. Are you saying that someone tried to kill my mum? That it wasn't an attempted suicide?
That's right.
Sam, what do you know about this?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
All right, yes, she's lying, but maybe not in the way that you think.
Well, all the evidence is there.
What evidence? The van?
Yeah, and the fact that she fixed the car on the slide.
All right, Sam might have been driving, but then so might Adele.
So what are you saying, that Adele trying to run Lachlan down?
It's a possibility.
Except he's the love of her life.
Maybe they had a falling out.
Whoa, some falling out.
It happens.
Look, it might fit if it wasn't for the fake suicide, but I'm telling you, someone tried to bump Adele off.
Well, maybe that was Mike. I mean, if Adele ran down his brother, and he has been missing all morning.
Yeah, and he said he was touring the district, that's got to be a crock.
So where does Sam sit in all of this?
She's protecting her mother.
What, and risking 2 charges of attempted murder?
You have to admire her loyalty.
Yeah, but she hates Adele's guts.
No, you're wrong. How is she?
Same.
Have you got anything to eat?
I'm not hungry.
Sam, it's late. Come back with me and get some food.
I'm staying here. Someone needs to be here for her when she wakes up.
If anything happens, the hospital can ring us. We can be back within 5 minutes.
I'll pass. You don't want a murderer in your house, do you?
You're no murderer.
That's not what Joe thinks.
Well, maybe she's a little confused. Like we all are. Because we know you're not telling us everything. And I reckon deep down she still believes in you. I know I certainly do. Hey, come on, come with me. I'll get you some dinner.
Morning, boss.
Morning.
How's Sam?
Not bad. Just dropped her back to the hospital.
So Dell's still unconscious?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Boss, I've been checking out Lachlan O'Donnell's financials. He and Adele took out a substantial loan to set up the new shop.
Well, it's a fairly common practice.
Yeah, except tomorrow they've got a repayment due and no funds to cover it.
Well, is business bad?
No, it's going well. But yesterday, a large cheque was drawn on their joint account by guess who? Mike O'Donnell. Morning.
Hello. Bit early for you two, isn't it?
Hey, where's Mike O'Donnell?
Now, there's a question.
But he hasn't turned up for work yet.
No, and as far as I'm concerned, he needn't bother turning up in future either.
Ah, all right, let's try Lachlan.
Yeah. If you can find him, tell him from me he's fired.
The cheque had your signature on it.
I didn't sign any cheque.
So it's a forgery?
Yeah, it must be.
Adele's signature as well? Or maybe she forged yours. Is that what you're saying?
You're confusing me.
Why would Adele want to give all that money to your brother? Or perhaps Mike forged both his signatures. Is that what it was?
I can't handle this
Well,
right
I
now.
suggest you try, sir, because we will get to the bottom of this one way or another.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I wrote the cheque. Mike was desperate. He owed a lot of money to some very heavy people in Queensland. They would have killed him. I was going to pay it back first chance I got, and that's the truth.
How? By selling off the stuff you saw from the shop?
No, that wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that.
You believe him about the bird?
No, he's stolen the stuff from the shop to get back the money he's given his brother.
And used the insurance money to replace the missing goods.
Yeah.
Have you seen Sam anywhere?
Isn't she with her mum?
No, she slipped away the minute she heard Adele was going to be all right.
Yeah, Mike O'Donnell's missing too, you don't think?
Oh, God, if she's going to try and front him, she could be in real trouble.
When we find the missing stuff, we'll find Mike.
No. Unless Lachlan's sold on already.
Well, it's got to be around somewhere.
Yeah, Crimea Street.
The empty rental property. I mean, that's what he was doing there when he got run down.
I'll check the house.
Boss? What'd you like?
What the hell was that? Hang on, I'll talk to him. For God's sake, what do you think you're doing?
What does it look like? You're gonna pay! You tried to kill my mum, admit it, you gutless wonder!
No, really?
Sam!
I'll give you to the count of 3. 1...
Oh, for God's sake! Sam!
Sam, you don't need to do this.
Two! For God's sake!
You don't need to do this. Sam.
All right, I tried to kill her. It was a terrible mistake. I'm sorry.
Not good enough.
Look, I've got the stuff from the shop. It's right here in the car. Have it back, have it all back.
Sam, he's going to prison. You can stop. Think about your mum. Do you think this is what she wants? Come on, love, he's not worth it.
You're right. He's not.
This crazy bitch could have killed me.
Stop.
Lachlan, forensics are going over Adele's van as we speak. Now, if it was used in a hit and run, they'll find out.
Yeah. Well, you don't need me then, do you?
You don't have to answer their questions, Mum.
Sam.
Yes, I do.
At least talk to a lawyer first.
Sam, please. Right, now, did you run down Lachlan O'Donnell?
Yes.
Mum.
Deliberately?
Yes. I wanted to kill him.
Why?
Because I found out what he'd been doing.
What, misappropriating funds and stealing goods from the business?
Yes.
When did you find out?
Not until the night of the accident. Sam had told me I was being conned, and I found out it was true.
How?
There was a phone call from Mike. It was after midnight. Lachlan seemed agitated and he wanted to take it in the kitchen. So I wouldn't be disturbed, he said.
Do you know what this phone call was about?
I knew something wasn't right. So I listened in.
What's going to happen to my mum? Is she going to jail?
That's up to the courts.
Come on, it's me, Sam.
It's almost a certainty.
How long?
Now, that really is hard to say.
Tom!
But I wouldn't say she'd be out in anything under 2 or 3 years.
But that's not fair.
It's the law.
I'm the one who told her not to say anything. I'm the one who organised the repairs. Blame me, not her. Send me to jail.
That's not the way it works.
Mum will never be able to handle it.
She might be a lot stronger than you think.
She's not. She came home a complete mess. If it wasn't for me, she would have gone to pieces completely. Can't you do anything?
I'll do everything I can, you know that. Had a bit of a rough trot, haven't you? No matter how bad things get, I want you to know you've always got a home with Grace and me. Could everybody listen up for a sec? Friday night, when Grace gets back, I'd like you all to join me at the Imperial for dinner with the family.
Well, what's the occasion?
A farewell dinner.
Sam's leaving town.
Leaving? Where are you going?
Wherever they send Mum.
But your school...
I still go to school wherever I am. It's Mum that needs me now. She can't do it without me.
Well, gonna miss you, Sam.
Yeah. Hey, good luck, eh?
Proud of you. Good on you.
Yeah.
decision doesn't have anything to do with me.
Of course it doesn't. Why would you say that?
I've been pretty rough on you.
You're a cop. You were doing your job. I could never stay angry. Not at you. Not after everything you've done for me.
I haven't done anything.
Apart from turning my whole life around.
I miss you, Sam.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you too. I can't believe I'm saying that to a cop.
Paige, got takeaway. Chinese, enough for two if you're interested.
Hi. I've already eaten.
Oh, you having an early night?
Yeah, something like that.
Patrick! Hi, Joe.